So what's really triggered the call to reassess Kenya, US, non-NATO major ally status? Fingers could point to East and to a trip to Beijing, China, where President William Ruto appeared to drop his diplomatic guard in a moment that saw him declare Kenya and China as the new world order partners. And just what does Nairobi stand to lose in the event of a downgrading of the diplomatic ties with the United States of America?
Ready, close.
Coming so soon after the full American state owner's visit to the White House in Washington. President William Ruto's visit to Beijing carried the full potential and the consequences of a diplomatic backflip. In Washington, the then President Joe Biden's administration designated Kenya a major non-NATO ally. A designation that comes with much weight and privilege in Western circles. But shortly after, President Ruto rolled eastwards and onto the waiting red carpet of China. Another global superpower that is in many ways locked in a supremacy contest with the United States. President Ruto's trip to Beijing saw the Kenyan leader delivering a speech at the Peking University. A speech which in part sounded too enthusiastic for a major non-NATO ally visiting Beijing.
Kenya and China are not merely trade partners. We are co-architects of a new world order.
African nations.
A section of this speech drew the attention of Washington, with the chairperson of the Senate Foreign Relations Committee, Jim Risch, shooting through the roof.
Many African nations maintain troubling ties with China, including key national security partners. Just last month, President Ruto declared that Kenya a major non-NATO ally and China are co-architects of a new world order.
South. Thank you. That concludes my opening remarks.
In friendship.
And now, America's probe in reviewing Nairobi's status is contained under a proposed amendment to a bill on the 2026 U.S. military spending that covers more than its 700 military bases across the world. But what does major non-NATO ally status mean? Kenya, like other 18 designated non-NATO allies, had benefits to gain, including economic and military benefits in areas of defense, trade and security cooperation, buying military technologies from America that would be harder for other countries to obtain, eligibility for loans of military materials and equipment for research, the replacement of US-owned war reserve stockpiles that can be placed on major non-NATO allies' territory, consideration of major non-NATO allies for the purchase of depleted uranium ammunition, an entrance into formal agreement with the United States Department of Defense to carry out research and development.
Present! Oh!
Kenya enjoys this status alongside Brazil, Argentina, Israel, Egypt, Jordan, Kuwait, Morocco and 10 other countries America has designated non-NATO allies. If the amendments take effect, within 90 days of the law, Secretaries of State, Defense and Treasury shall review Kenya's status as major non-NATO ally, and a downgrade of this status is among the expected outcomes of the review.